This One News update is brought to you by ANZ. We live in your world.
Back here, drivers are about to get a new steer on give-way rules that have guided us through intersections for 35 years. A campaign is being launched tomorrow to get you up to speed and avoid rage on the roads. This from Lucas de Jong.
These are the pictures that are meant to re-educate a generation of drivers.
Vehicles wanting to turn left will no longer have to give way to you.
NZTA's first campaign on the new give-way rule launches tomorrow, but only online.
There's a whole lot of resource available on our website this week. We keep on ramping up the resource material, but the publicity campaign aimed at everybody and what you'll see on your TV screens, that's a few weeks away yet.
The law changes at 5 a.m. on the 25th of March, and 10 days before, TV and magazine campaigns will begin.
I think that it really should be starting at least a month earlier.
Taxi driver Alan Smith was behind the wheel when the law last changed in 1977.
Perspective of it then was that there was major changes and that people would get fouled up with the whole change of the law, and they certainly did. And I don't think it will be a smooth transition this time. I think there's a lot more traffic on the road.
The risk about going too early is that people think that the rule's changing ahead of the actual date.
New Zealand is the only country in the world to use this current give-way rule. The Australian state of Victoria tried it, but in 1993 changed the law. According to roading figures, that led to a 7% decrease in the number of crashes. The new rules? Top of the T goes before me.
Before the red car is allowed to turn right.
And if you're turning right, give way to everyone. It's hoped people will study online now, so come March 25th, the change rolls on smoothly. Lucas de Jong, One News.
This One News update is brought to you by ANZ. We live in your world.
Is brought to you by the all-new Kia Sportage. Driving design.
When you get to an intersection, you give way to the right? Unless, of course, the car opposite is turning left when they give way to you who are on their right. Well, in under a month, that's wrong. New give-way rules, which will come into effect on the 25th of March, well, they've got the potential to add to the confusion, magnify it in fact, and bring traffic to a standstill. So we chucked Maddie McLean into a car today to teach you everything you need to know.
Admission time. I'm not the world's best driver, so think of this as one of those give-way rules for dummies guides. I'm the dummy.
I'm confused.
Turns out I'm not alone.
Give-way rule? Well, I don't know. What is the new give-way rule?
I don't know about it.
You're giving way to... No, I can't explain it.
Is it important that we do it?
Yes, it is, definitely. We have to try and unburden what, and take the pressure off drivers. Yeah, they're having to make too many decisions and a lot of guesswork. Yeah, so we've got to keep it nice and simple for drivers.
In a nutshell, what is this new rule?
Yeah. Well, the new rule means that if you're turning left now and a vehicle is coming towards you turning right, you are now allowed to proceed because the vehicle turning right coming towards you has to give way.
If you're like me and you didn't understand a word of that, we'll simplify it with toys. Talk us through what would happen under the current rules with these two cars if they were both turning.
Right, under the current rule, we have a green car here waiting to turn right and the red car waiting to turn left. Under the current rule, the left car has to give way and allow the green car to come around and make its turn.
So now under the new rules, what will happen?
We have the green car waiting to turn right at the intersection and the left car is going to turn left. Under the new rule, the green car must wait until it's clear and the red car makes its turn ahead of the green car, which then comes round.
Why is it that we're implementing this new give-way rule? What's the point of it?
Well, it's really about simplifying things for drivers. It's about taking a lot of the guesswork out of the current rules, and the current rules, even after 35 years, are still not well understood by a lot of drivers.
But it turns out the new rules aren't well understood either. Take a look at what happened when we tried to get the public to explain it to us.
The right hand, what is it? No, nothing.
Can you try and explain what's happening?
I think it's the left turning rule.
What about it?
It's changing.
When's it start? Start of July?
So for those of you who are shaking their heads going, Maddie, we don't get it, never fear, I'll show you. Okay, cool. So first of all, I'm coming up to this intersection here. I want to go left. There's this guy coming towards me that wants to go right.
So under the current rule, with us turning left, we have to give way to that person turning right. Now under the new rule, we are allowed to proceed and he has to give way to us.
He gives way to us, so I can go now.
So it's the opposite.
All right, so we're coming up to this next intersection as well. I want to turn right. I get here and I see obviously this guy wanting to also turn right and come round me.
Right, so on the current rule that he has to give way to us, we make a right-hand turn. On the new rule, we're on a road that is terminating. That is, this road is coming to an end. So therefore, we must now give way to that other vehicle which is turning right.
Okay, so I wait for him to come round me, and now I can go, making sure there's no one coming towards me, obviously. What would be your biggest piece of advice for people, though?
Be very cautious on approach to intersections, because that's where people, in my view, are not at the moment. When we look at people and what they do when they approach intersections, they take a lot of things for granted. They don't take a second look.
You've got until March 25th to figure it out.
It's going to be very confusing.
But the experts reckon we'll get it.
We want to unburden the driver from second guessing. Okay. We're trying to work all those things out when they should be making a clear decision and going.
Yeah. And you have faith in us as a driving nation to get this right.
Sort of.
35 years they had that rule in place. I've just got my head around it. Well, you've got until March 25th to get your head around the changes, and it's all explained on the TVNZ website, tvnz.co.nz/giveaway.